Alrighty guys, so we are in the car, headed off, clearly we're in the car, headed off to, I'm gonna start at Dutch Bros. I want to get some caffeine, and then I am going to head to Ulta and potentially the dollar store as well. Those are the two places I'm probably going. I would prefer to go to Sephora. I know that's a little bit more bougie, but there is not a Sephora close to me. There's one a few hours away, and it's not that important to me to drive the distance just to have the ability to shop at Sephora. So I am going to just go to Ulta, see if there's anything that catches my eye. I believe I said at the beginning of this video, if not, I'll clarify now. My birthday is not very far away. It's at the end of this week. My birthday's on the 7th. And my mom was generous enough for, as my birthday gift, as we get older, she typically just gives us a little bit of cash to spoil ourselves. So she did send me a little bit of money so I can go and treat myself. So I am gonna do that today. I don't have anything in mind. I really haven't been paying attention to like what's launching and new products because I've kind of been on no buy. I think you guys can tell that by now if you're into my makeup content. I've not done a lot of makeup content lately. A lot of it is just because I kind of am going to the same makeup look that I have on today, which is just like a little eyeliner. I'm just haven't been feeling very inspired by palettes lately, so I don't even know if I'm gonna look at makeup palettes or eyeshadow palettes. There's a couple of things that have gone viral that I would like to try, like the KVD Beauty full coverage foundation. I would like to try that, but to be honest, it's sold out because it's gone viral, and I don't think my little Ulta is gonna have it. But if they do, that's something I'd be interested in picking up. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna look around. I'm gonna see if they have the brand Zero makeup cleanser. That is by far my favorite makeup remover. I prefer to use balms, and I haven't rebought it because I was purchasing one from Target, and the one from Target does okay, but I bought another jar. The first jar I had no issues with. The second jar that I purchased, it kind of burns my eyes a little bit, and I don't know why. It does a good job at taking my makeup off, but it burns my eyes a little bit, so I don't want to repurchase that one. So I'm going to see if they have it in store. The last time I tried to buy it in store, they didn't, which is why I ended up just getting one from Target. I don't know if Ulta carries milk products, but if they do carry milk products, I need some more of my moisturizer, the one that they have in the green jar. I know they came out with another formula that I think is in a purple jar, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna go with what I know. Again, my Ulta here isn't very, it's not like super small, but it's also not totally stocked with everything, and I can't remember if Ulta carries milk stuff anyways, so we'll see. Otherwise, I'm just gonna look around, and I might find stuff, I might not. I'm pretty particular about what kind of makeup products I like. I tend to buy the same stuff over and over, which is a lot of why I kind of went on a somewhat no buy, because when I went through my makeup collection like a month or two ago, I realized all of my eyeshadow palettes are very similar color story, and other products I have are very similar color story, and I don't want to continue buying stuff that I have duplicates or like that could be a dupe of something else. So we'll see how that goes, and I will probably, I'm not one to film like inside. my goodness. People, I'm a very defensive driver, which is part of the reason why I am not one to try and film while I drive. One, I do know that it's dangerous. Two, you guys would probably see a different side of me if I tried to film myself in my car all the time, and that's just me. So that's what we have on the menu. I think I'm gonna get a shark attack here at Dutch Bros. I'm just down the road from it. I think I'm gonna get one of those. I've been interested, sorry, I have a dog hair in my eyelashes. I've been interested to maybe buy a different drink from them, but I'm one of those people, once I find something that I really like, it's hard for me to deviate from that. My experience with Starbucks was similar. You know, when I first started to buy Starbucks, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I would try different drinks, but when it comes to coffee, for me, it has to be relatively sweet for me to like it. And I finally found a drink that I did like, that didn't upset my stomach, that wasn't too strong, and that was the white chocolate mocha iced. If I got it in a frap, for some reason, I don't know if there's more sugar or what happens when they put it in the frap style, but it always messes my stomach up. But to get it iced, it doesn't. So I'm always paranoid to try something different, so I probably won't today. The lines here are always astronomically long. They remind me very much of Chick-fil-A and the fact that their lines are very long, but they get through them pretty quick. So this will probably take like 5 to 10 minutes. It's only 9:30 and Ulta here, I don't know if it's everywhere, but Ulta here doesn't open until 10. So I'm gonna get this. Hopefully this will take a little bit of time, and then if it's not 10 yet, I will probably go to Dollar Tree and see what Dollar Tree has, if they have anything that I can use for my business. But we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere else today. I don't know if it comes off to you guys, but since I've started my own business and I'm at home a lot, I prefer to stay home and work at home. I don't like to venture out very often. It's kind of a big deal when I do. I'm still not uber familiar with this area, even though we've been here for a year. You know, the first year I was working, so I would just go to work and then go home, and of course I'd go to like the grocery store and the gas station and stuff like that was close by. But aside from that, I really never ventured out. I'm somebody who still has to kind of use my maps at times to get places. That's how unfamiliar I am with the area. But I will join you guys and maybe shoot the breeze a little bit more in a few minutes. But I don't want to be recording when they take my order, because I feel like that's weird and a little rude. So I will be back with you guys soon. So I don't remember if I finished what I was saying about finding a drink somewhere or a meal somewhere that you really like. So I found the white chocolate mocha, and it finally was one that didn't make me feel sick. I really enjoyed it, and that's what I got all the time. And then I would venture out maybe once or twice and try a different drink, and it just didn't live up to my expectations. Like, it either wasn't sweet enough or it was too sweet and it messed with my stomach. So here at Dutch Bros, I have kind of got the same thing going on, where I'm afraid to venture out of the shark attack. I've tried their chocolate white mocha here before, and I didn't like it. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't a drink that I'm going to continue to pay, you know, $5 to $7 for. I often don't even go to, like, I can't remember the last time I went to Starbucks, and I don't come here very often either. I'm a little bit frugal when it comes to paying this much money for one drink, so I always get the largest drink that they have, and let it be an occasional treat for myself. Since I'm going out and doing some things, I figured I could go ahead and get something to give me some energy, because I'm kind of blah, but I want to get out of that blah state. Do you guys ever experience that, where you wake up and you just really are not feeling it? It's not a bad day per se, nothing bad has happened, it's just you kind of not feeling it. I'm kind of not feeling it today, so I'm trying to give myself some caffeine and just make myself be productive, even though I would much rather not be productive. I think we all kind of have days like that as an adult, especially when you are going through so many different changes. And, you know, as adults, there's always stress in your life, whether it's a serious stress or something relatively small. Our minds are always going so fast. So that's where I'm at. I just want to get myself out of a funk. I have some work I need to do for my business. I want to get some product done today. I'm hoping to finish up the giveaway cups so I can mail those out by the end of this week. I have almost everything put together. I just need to put the vinyl on and seal the vinyl. So I'm hoping to get that done today, because I would like to get it out. It's been a couple of weeks, and I know it's probably a little frustrating for those who did win that they haven't gotten their prizes yet, but when I'm making things for them, it's kind of hard. I may get some extra little things for the giveaways too while I'm out and about today. We'll see what I come across. I wanted to include a couple of items, and I've meant to get them, but I have a terrible memory, and if it's not on a list that I actually bring with me, I'll forget, and then I get home and I'm frustrated with myself that I forgot it. Is anybody else like that, where you have to have a list or else you'll forget stuff? I'm the same way when I go grocery shopping. I'll end up with a ton of things that I didn't even intend to buy. I mean, they get eaten and it gets used, but it's like you get stuff that you forget stuff that you wanted for particular recipes and things like that. I do that stuff all the time. All right, well, I'm about to get my drink, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so I have my drink. If you've never seen it, this is kind of what it looks like. Like I said, I get the biggest one when I do come here. So this will probably be sipped on all day today. But I'm trying to think, do I know how to get where I want to go today without my GPS? I think I do. We'll find out. So I am going to head to, what time is it? Probably Dollar Tree first, because it's only 9:46. So I know I'm not very far from the Ulta that I'm going to, so I'll probably go there first, and I'm just gonna walk around and see if there's anything to get. There might not be. I tend to buy a lot of the product and tools that I need for my business off of Amazon, but there's a couple of hacks and stuff that people show from the Dollar Tree, so I'm gonna go see if any of that is at my Dollar Tree, and if not, you know, at least I killed some time. This town that we're in is forever growing, and there's construction everywhere. Actually, I feel like it was like that in Florida too. Maybe it's just like that everywhere, where everything is just being developed. Took me a minute to think of that word. I think I need to go back the same way that I came. So I probably won't film the rest of this drive. I could probably talk about random things for forever, but I'm gonna just go to the shop. If I get anything, excuse me, if I get anything, I will show you guys, and then I'm gonna head to Ulta, and I probably won't film in between unless I find something and I want to tell you guys about it. So I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I spent more than I wanted to, but I didn't spend all of my birthday money, so that makes me feel a little bit better. That way, in case I want anything else, I can splurge on other stuff. But I did spend a little bit over $100 on different product. I am going to show you guys everything that I got, both at the dollar store and at Ulta, once I get home. I don't want to make a mess of my vehicle, so I'm not going to do that currently. Aside from that, I do not understand why customers feel so entitled and are so rude to retail workers. You know, I've been on the opposing side before. I think I've talked a little bit here and there how I mean, not in recent years, but I used to work in retail, and it wasn't even like a big chain or anything. I worked in a mom and pop pet store for about 3 to 4 years, and people were rude. So I don't know why it surprises me, but every time I see someone being disgusting to customer service workers, I just get so frustrated, and I feel so bad, and like I'm overly nice to the employee because I feel bad. I just don't understand the entitlement some people have. Like, it's not the worker's fault that the product didn't work for you. So I don't understand why people are so just vile. This lady was being extremely rude to the cashier because she was doing an exchange and like huffing and puffing, and she still ended up owing, because she got more product, she still ended up owing a little bit of money towards the new product that she got. And she told her the total. She's like, what, I have to pay that? And I was just like, I mean, is that ghastly to you that you picked a product that was more expensive than the original one? I just can't with people. And the store literally just opened. It's only 10:30. I got there at like 10:10. So like the store opened at 10. So that poor worker, that's probably set up her day in a bad way, because I remember when I would work retail and customers would be atrociously disgusting to me about a dog food that they bought and their dog not liking it. I can't help the fact that your dog didn't like the dog food that you bought. I'm sorry, like, let's exchange it out, but why do you have to pitch a fit to the worker who's trying to remedy the situation? I just don't understand that kind of entitlement. It really frustrates me. It's a lot of why I try to stay home more than go out and like on shopping and stuff like that, because I see that and it bothers me. I see it when it happens to like waiters and waitresses, and that's beyond frustrating. However, I am the kind of consumer that if I don't receive good customer service in like a restaurant setting, how you treat me is how your tip is going to be. It doesn't happen so much now, but when I was a little bit younger, and I mean like just a couple of years younger, both my husband and I more look my age now, but a few years ago when I was like really in shape and everything, I looked younger than what I am, and my husband looks younger than what he is. And people would be like, customers, waitresses, waiters, going to shop and stuff like that, people would be so rude to us because we looked like we were young and that we probably didn't have the money to afford things. And I mean, I'm not saying that we were going to like super expensive stores or anything like that, or super expensive restaurants, but they would just not give us the best customer service because they were assuming they weren't going to get a good tip. And no matter how bad the customer service is, I always at least tip 15% unless it is atrocious service. There has been 2 times in my entire life where like we didn't get our drinks, we hardly got our food, that I did not tip at all. And I'm not the kind of person to complain to a manager, but I am the kind of person to, I learned this from my mom, to always give credit where credit is due when it comes to that kind of work environment. I've never been a waitress or a waiter. My sister was, but I've learned from my mom that if you get really, really good service anywhere, no matter what, if it's anything that their money depends on how they treat you, to always try your best to let the management know that they did good rather than that they did bad, because the managers deal with that all day. So when they get called over and their employee is being doted upon by a customer, it really changes the mood for that manager. There's been so many times that I have done it, that I've seen my mom do it, where the manager is like relieved that they're getting praised and that their staff is getting praised. We've just become a society, from what I have experienced, and you guys can let me know if you've had different experiences, but we've just become so entitled and thinking that when we're somewhere, like, we're the only thing that should matter. And sometimes these places are oftentimes way understaffed, and the waiters are doing the best that they can. And as long as they're putting in any kind of effort, and I can see they're trying their best, and they have a ton of tables and it's taking them a little bit longer to get to us, I will still tip those waiters really well, because it's not their fault they're understaffed. It's not their fault people walked out on the job or somebody didn't show up for their shift. Sorry, I know it's a random little rant in the middle of this, but I just could not understand where that woman was coming from and how awful she was to that cashier. I felt so bad for her, and she ended up ringing me up, and she wasn't on the verge of tears or anything, but I could tell it had upset her. And, you know, I apologized for that lady's behavior towards her, and hopefully that made things better. But I know when I was on the receiving end of that, you know, it's nice to know somebody observed it and, you know, felt some kind of way, but it only goes so far. So I am going to head home, and then once I get home, I gotta let the doggies out, give them some exercise, and then I'll show you guys what I have, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up this video. It's clearly not my full day, it's only like 10:40, but the rest of my day is going to be doing some business stuff, and potentially, if I can get all my ducks in a row, potentially going live on my craft channel. And I have to do some filming and some editing. So when I'm the kind of person, if you guys can't tell, that when I go out to get stuff done, I get stuff done. I don't lollygag. I don't, which that's some people's, and don't take that offensively. Like, I understand that some people's form of therapy is like shopping and stuff like that. It makes me a little bit anxious. I don't have social anxiety, but it makes me anxious to, like, when I know I have so many other things to do and I'm out about pampering myself, or whatever you want to call what I've done this morning, it makes me feel anxious that I'm not being productive in a like work sense. So my sister is very much the opposite of me when it comes to shopping, and my mom's somewhere in the middle. My brother and my dad are very much like, well, my dad would prefer not to go anywhere, but my brother, if it's a shop he likes to antique and like he does a lot of steampunk building of items, like making steampunk lamps and stuff. He's so good at that. I've tried to encourage him before to open up his own shop for that, but my sister will, if she's going clothes shopping, oh my goodness, she wants to try everything on. She wants to touch everything, and she'll just take her time and no care in the world, and I just am like, nope, I need this, I'm gonna go find it, and then I'm out. There's nothing wrong against like either form of shopping, but it's just interesting how people view shopping and the experience that they have. Let me know what you guys' experience is. I'm more of, I like to go shopping, but I like to go shopping for whatever I'm going shopping for. I'm not somebody who wants to go and like walk through all the stores and like look at everything. I don't know. That just isn't, it's not fun to me. It's not entertaining by any means. It just is what it is, kind of. And I mean, I'll do that if our families are, you know, walking around a mall, or we're with people and they want to just walk around. I'll walk around, but I'm not ever like shopping by looking around. When I go shopping, I'm going shopping for a specific thing or specific few things. And even like when I went to Ulta, I grabbed more than I wanted to, just because I was like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. But I typically don't do that. It's the first time I've been shopping in a very long time. I think that's why I kind of walked around, but I was only in there for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I walked the whole store, and I just grabbed some things that I needed and a few things that caught my eye that I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and treat myself. I've been wanting something from this brand or that brand, so I'm gonna head on in, let the doggies out, take care of them, and then I will show you guys what all we have, and then I'll let you know at that time if this is gonna continue or if this will just be the end of you guys just kind of going out on the town with me today. But yeah, we shall see. I'll see you guys later. All right, here we are at my kitchen table. Ignore any of the mess that you see or the dog outside walking around. I'm just gonna share with you guys like a little mini haul what I got at the dollar store and at Ulta. Everything is still in the bag from Ulta, but I pulled everything out from the dollar store. So I got these 4 containers to put some of my smaller product into to keep them organized. I got these little Wet n Wild blush brushes because other crafters say that these do a really good job at not having streaks in your bright tone or your base paint. So I want to give these a shot. I also got these, which have also been raved about by other crafters in helping with weeding. So I got those. And then I got a big basket to put stuff in, and these 2 little organizers, again, to put tools in and to put different product in. So it's better organized right now. It's kind of all over the place. And I think these items will help. And if they do a good job, I may go back and get more. Then I went to Ulta, as you guys know, to spend some birthday money and treat myself. And I said in the last clip, I believe, that I got more than I had planned on getting, but I didn't spend all of the birthday money that was sent to me, so that's good. That way, if I find anything else that I want that I wouldn't typically buy on my own, I can still buy it. First things first, I bought the huge Clean It Zero for makeup remover. This was the only one they had in stock, so I got that. I got another 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. I'm starting to really love this as one of my holy grails, so I got another one, and I think I got this one in a different shade, so I'm hoping it's a better match. The other one that I have is just a little bit darker than my skin tone. I got this Luscious Lip Butter from Truly. I just wanted to try one of their products, and I'm someone who really likes certain kind of lip balms, but not all, so I got this to give it a go. I got some little, I'm not going to show them, so it's not a total waste, but these are bite-sized elf shadows that I'm including in the giveaway. I wanted to give this out. You guys know that I have always struggled with finding a good mascara. This one went viral a while ago on TikTok, so I'm going to give this a go. Then I did cave and buy 2 palettes. I've never tried ColourPop's brand before, so I actually bought one of their palettes that looked like it would be a color story I would enjoy. And then I also bought a Juvia's Place palette because I've never tried their formula and I've heard really great things. So I'm gonna open these up and share the color story with you guys. Give me just a second. Okay, so I have them out of the packaging, and these color stories are very similar, I'm not gonna lie, and they're color stories that I typically gravitate towards, but I wanted to try each of these brands and I wanted to go with a color story that I would probably play with more. So there's this color story, which is a more neutral with some reds and browns. And then I got the Sweet Talk palette, which is more pink berry tones, which is also, these are colors that I typically wear. So I'm interested to give these two palettes a go and see how I like them. Maybe I will do some first impressions of them, I'm not sure. But that is everything that I went out and got today. Small little haul.